Tonight, we're diving deep into a case that's about way more than just a stolen object. It's a story of family, secrets, and just how far people will go for greed. We're opening the file on the case of the missing heirloom.
Just picture it. A priceless family heirloom, something that holds generations of history, just vanishes. The victim is absolutely devastated. And the house? It's full of people she thought she could trust, but one of them is a thief. This leads us to the one question that will drive this entire investigation. Who is actually telling the truth?
And so our story begins. You know, like any great mystery, it all starts with the crime itself. A single act of theft that completely shatters the peace of a family home.
So, our lead investigator, Detective Sarah, arrives on the scene, and she's a veteran, seen it all. But this isn't your typical cold, sterile crime scene. No, the air is thick with emotion. She's immediately hit with this wave of raw desperation from the victim, a woman named Mrs. Johnson, whose world has just been completely turned upside down.
Now, here's what makes this so interesting. What was actually stolen? We're not just talking about some pricey piece of jewelry. An heirloom is so much more than that. It's like a physical piece of your family's history, a connection to the past that gets handed down. Its real value isn't measured in money, but in memories.
And you can just hear the heartbreak in Mrs. Johnson's own words. The necklace had been in her family for generations. I mean, this wasn't something she just bought at a store. She got it from her mother, who got it from her grandmother. It was this beautiful chain of legacy. And now, that chain is broken.
Okay, so the stakes have been set. Now we move into Act 2, the investigation. This is where Detective Sarah has to start sifting through everything, separating the facts from the fiction and the friends from the foes.
And right away, the challenge becomes clear. Sarah has 3 main suspects. First, there's the daughter, who we find out is in some serious financial trouble. Then you've got the gardener, who's just been acting, well, weird, and even a close family friend, who was spotted somewhere they had no business being. In this house, suddenly everyone's a suspect.
But this case is anything but straightforward. As Sarah starts to dig a little deeper, she finds that the path to the truth is, well, it's tangled in a thick web of deception.
Yeah, this quote, right from the case file, it pretty much says it all. This isn't just about finding a thief anymore. It's about trying to navigate this maze of dishonesty. Every single interview, every alibi she checks, it just seems to lead to another lie, another secret. So now, Detective Sarah finds herself at this incredibly frustrating dead end. The daughter's debt, the gardener's strange behavior, the friend's snooping. I mean, it all points to a solid motive. But when everyone is hiding something, how do you cut through all that noise to find the one truth that really matters? This, right here, is where a truly great detective shines. Sarah doesn't back down. She trusts her training. First, she starts to methodically pull at every single lie, every thread in that web. Then, she uses pure logic and a little bit of her gut instinct to narrow down the list. And it all leads to a series of intense interviews designed to do just one thing: crack this case wide open. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. We're heading into the final act. All the clues are on the table, the lies have been exposed, and Detective Sarah is finally ready to make her final deduction. You know, when you boil it all down, it comes to this classic, timeless question. To solve a crime, you need 3 things: a motive, the means, and the opportunity. A reason to do it, the ability to do it, and the chance to pull it off. When Sarah lays out all the pieces, only one person ticks all 3 boxes. But before we get to the who, there's the why. And in this case, the motive wasn't personal or complicated at all. Nope, it was one of the oldest and simplest motives in the book. Pure, simple greed.
And there it is. After peeling back all those layers of lies and half-truths, the truth is finally out. It was the gardener. The one person quietly tending to the outside of the home was also the one plotting to steal from the very heart of it. His plan was as simple as his motive. He didn't see a piece of history. He saw a quick payday. He took that necklace with one goal in mind: to sell it, and in doing so, erase generations of family legacy for a one-time cash grab.
So, with the culprit finally identified, the case moves into its final phase. This isn't just about closing a file, it's about restoring what was lost and reflecting on what's been learned.
And here we see that resolution play out. The story ends in 3 simple, powerful steps. The thief gets arrested and is held accountable.
That precious heirloom is returned to Mrs. Johnson, putting a piece of her family's history back in her hands. And finally, justice is served.
You know, a case like this was more than just another arrest for Detective Sarah. It was a powerful lesson. A lesson in the power of perseverance when you're up against a wall of lies, in the determination it takes to see a case all the way to the end, in the incredible value of trusting your gut, and in that unwavering pursuit of justice and truth.
And so this whole case serves as this powerful reminder. On the one hand, it shows the desperate lengths someone will go to for money. But on the other hand, through Mrs. Johnson's pain and Detective Sarah's dedication, it shows the incredible lengths we will go to protect what is truly precious, our family, our history, and our sense of justice. It kind of leaves you with one final thought. What's your heirloom? What would you protect, no matter the cost?